Hello, wonderful story lovers, and welcome. Are you ready for an exciting adventure? Great. Today, we're diving into a sunny, splashy world to meet a very special friend. His name is Coco, and he's not just any crocodile. He's a little crocodile with a big heart and an even bigger curiosity. So get comfy, snuggle up, and let's begin the story of Coco the little crocodile. Deep in a lush, green jungle where colorful birds sang sweet melodies and sparkling rivers flowed, lived a little crocodile named Coco. Coco had bright, curious eyes and a smile that stretched almost from ear to ear, unlike the other big crocodiles who loved to nap all day on the warm, muddy banks. Coco loved to explore. Every morning, when the sun painted the sky with shades of orange and pink, Coco would wake up with a little wiggle of his tail, excited for a new day. "What adventure will I find today?" he would whisper to himself. One sunny morning, Coco was practicing his scary roar by the river. It sounded more like a squeaky hiccup, but he was very proud of it. As he took a big breath for his mightiest squeak yet, he saw something unusual floating near the reeds. It was a beautiful, round, red thing. He had never seen anything like it before. Cautiously, he paddled closer. "Hello," he chirped. The red thing just bobbed silently on the water. Puzzled, Coco nudged it with his snout. It rolled away, then floated back. This was fun. Coco spent the next few minutes pushing the mysterious red object, giggling as it danced on the water. Suddenly, a tiny voice squeaked from the treetop above. "Hey, that's my ball." Coco looked up and saw a small monkey with fluffy brown fur and a long curly tail. This was Momo the monkey. "Oh, I'm so sorry," Coco said, feeling a little embarrassed. "I didn't know it was yours. I've never seen a ball before." Momo swung down from the branch, landing gracefully beside the river. "It's okay," he said with a friendly grin. "My name's Momo. Want to play with me?" Coco's eyes lit up. "Really, I'd love to. I'm Coco." And just like that, Coco made his very first friend. They spent the rest of the morning splashing and playing, their happy laughter echoing through the jungle. As the sun climbed higher, Momo said, "I know a place with the sweetest, juiciest mangoes you've ever tasted. Want to come?" Coco's tummy rumbled at the thought. "Yes, please," he exclaimed. They journeyed deeper into the jungle, with Momo swinging from vine to vine and Coco waddling excitedly below. They chattered and laughed the whole way, with Coco learning all about climbing trees and Momo learning about swimming in the cool river. They soon arrived at a clearing filled with tall mango trees, their branches heavy with golden fruit. But there was a problem. The mangoes were too high for Coco to reach. He tried to jump, but his little legs could only get him a few inches off the ground. He looked up at the delicious fruit, feeling a little sad. Seeing his friend's disappointment, Momo had an idea. "Don't worry, Coco. I'll climb up and shake the branches, and you can catch the mangoes down below." Coco's smile returned instantly. "What a brilliant idea, Mo," Momo scampered up the tree with ease. He found the ripest, most perfect mango, and with a mighty shake he sent it tumbling down. "Here it comes, Coco," he shouted. Coco positioned himself perfectly, and splat, the mango landed right on his head, covering him in sweet, sticky juice. Momo burst into laughter from the tree, and after a moment of surprise, Coco started laughing too. He looked so silly with mango pulp dripping from his snout. They tried again, and this time Coco was ready. He opened his mouth wide and caught the mango perfectly. It was the most delicious thing he had ever tasted. They shared the feast, their friendship growing sweeter with every bite. On their way back to the river, they heard a faint whimpering sound. Following the noise, they found a tiny parrot chick huddled at the base of a giant kapok tree. One of its wings looked a little crooked. "What's wrong, little one?" Coco asked gently. The parrot chick, whose name was Pip, explained that he had tried to fly for the first time, but had fallen from his nest high above. He was scared and couldn't get back up. Coco and Momo looked at each other. They had to help. "I'm too big to climb that tree without shaking it," Coco said, looking worriedly at the fragile chick. "And I can't carry him," Momo added. "He might get scared." They sat and thought hard. Coco's mind, usually full of games and fun, was now focused on solving this important problem. He looked at his long, strong tail and then at Momo. An idea sparked in his bright eyes. "Momo, what if you climb onto my back? And then I can lift my tail, and maybe, just maybe, you can reach the nest from there." It was a daring plan, but it was their only hope. Momo trusted his friend, so he carefully climbed onto Coco's sturdy back. Coco concentrated, slowly and steadily lifting his tail higher and higher. It took all of his strength, but he held it firm. Momo reached up, his long arms stretching as far as they could. He could just touch the bottom of the nest. "A little higher, Coco," he encouraged. With a final grunt of effort, Coco pushed his tail up one last inch. Success! Momo gently scooped up Pip the parrot chick and placed him safely back in his cozy nest. The mother parrot, who had been watching worriedly, chirped her thanks over and over again. Coco and Momo felt a warm glow inside. Helping someone in need felt even better than eating sweet mangoes. As evening approached, the sky turned into a canvas of purple and gold. Coco and Momo sat by the riverbank, watching the fireflies begin to dance. They were tired, but their hearts were full. "Today was the best day ever," Coco said softly. "I made a friend, I tasted a mango, and we helped someone." Momo nodded, putting his arm around his new friend. "It's because we did it together. We make a great team, Coco." From that day on, the jungle was filled with the adventures of Coco, Momo, and their new friend Pip, who would often fly down to join them. They taught each other new things every day. Coco taught Momo how to hold his breath underwater. Momo taught Coco the names of all the different trees and flowers, and Pip would sing them beautiful songs from the sky. They learned that everyone is different with unique talents and that when you work together, you can overcome any challenge. But most importantly, Coco learned that the greatest adventure of all wasn't about exploring faraway places, but about the friendship and kindness you share along the way. And so, as the moon cast its silvery light over the peaceful jungle, Coco, the little crocodile, snuggled into his cozy spot by the river. He was no longer just a little crocodile who wanted to explore. He was Coco, a good friend, a brave helper, and a happy adventurer. He closed his eyes, a contented smile on his face, dreaming of all the wonderful adventures he and his friends would have tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us on Coco's incredible journey today. Wasn't that a wonderful story about the power of friendship and teamwork? We hope you loved it as much as we did. If you want to hear more amazing stories and join us on more adventures, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have so many more tales to share with you. Until next time, keep smiling, be kind, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.